What is up, everybody? It's Hypocrisy here today. I have goofed. I had put out the video, the Colin Moriarty fanboy video about exclusives don't matter. That was the video I did yesterday. I didn't like how that one was, so I made a new video this morning. So you're going to get a bonus video. So this is going to be the video I wanted to put out, but this one is doing pretty good on my channel, so I'm not going to delete it. So you'll get a bonus video of the same topic, big whoop-de-doo. So if you see the same video topic, don't be alarmed. It's just that I did a bonus extra video. I didn't like the one I did yesterday, but this one I thought was a little bit better, so I went with this one, so you're going to get a bonus video. So that is all. Enjoy the video if you do like it. So peace. What is up, everybody? It's Hypocrisy here today. We have to talk about Colin Moriarty of he wasn't kind of funny at one point when his new podcast goes to Say Your Symbols. He has been known for trashing Xbox for their exclusive titles, or lack of exclusive titles, so to say. But now he has taken a stance to say exclusives don't matter. I wonder if that has anything to do with that terrible showcase that Sony just had, where they showed very little first-party content. But, you know, that showcase got these guys acting different, especially people in the media who are well-known, talk about gaming news and whatever. It's just funny how exclusives just no longer matter. When before in the past, you criticized Xbox heavily for the lack of exclusive titles. But the gaming community never forgets. They don't forget at all, because people taking clips of what this guy was trashing Xbox for lack of exclusives, and now they got clips of this new podcast he was doing where he said, hey, exclusives just don't matter now, guy. He said, exclusives? Who cares about exclusives now? And it's like, really? The gaming community remembers your nonsense, your hypocritical stances. Like Pepperidge Farm remembers the gaming community. Gaming community always remembers at this point. But this is what this one Xbox fan has wrote. The hypocrisy and double standard towards Xbox and the gaming media and communities is laughable at this point. Colin Moriarty destroyed Xbox for not having good exclusive games. Now through the PlayStation Showcase, Colin Moriarty is saying that exclusives don't matter. So we're going to show you these different clips this guy compiled up and show the complete hypocrisy of Colin Moriarty towards Xbox exclusives, or exclusives in general. Let's get into it.
I think good games are everything. What and if you're a fan of an ecosystem that thinks that, then what are you a fan of? It's about culture.
Fan of that ecosystem, fan of their exclusive games is what he's trying to say pretty much. Let's continue. And if you're not a fan of those games, then what are you even a fan of is what he's saying. So let's continue.
And it's actually really important because it shows that the culture isn't bringing anything mega positive to their output. It makes you wonder why anyone would want them to buy Activision. It's kind of like we're losing.
Why would they want to buy Activision and not have a good track record of bringing out exclusive games is what he's trying to say. Continue.
We're going to lose. We have competitors that are incredibly high quality, which he said, in Nintendo and in Sony, and it's just we got to go in a different direction. And I think he's right about all of that, except for the fact that I think it all centers around awesome games. Imagine the situation Xbox would be in if they had The Last of Us.
Okay, so he says awesome games. He means exclusives. That's why he starts saying these Sony exclusives, because this whole clip he's talking about exclusive games is what Xbox needs to have. Okay, that's just interesting.
Had God of War, if they had a Horizon, that wouldn't change anything. Are you kidding? That's what it comes all down to. It's like, how can you say something like that when if you transpose your entire catalog with your competitor and put that shit on Game Pass, you guys would be murdering them. This is a really
be murdering the competition. You just have these amazing exclusives like the ones he named from Sony. Okay.
The important point. People are like, who cares? Xbox is making money and Microsoft's making more money than ever off them or whatever. And I'm like, guys, what are you rooting for? Are you rooting for the corporate health of a company, or are you rooting for video games to play?
So his detractors say, who cares if Microsoft doesn't bring out these amazing exclusives? They still got plenty of games to play. But he says, what do you mean? Are you rooting for the company's health, or are you rooting for their great games to play, which he's talking about exclusives that separates the consoles with their different exclusive games, separates the identity with these exclusive games, what he's trying to say. So once again, this whole clip, he's bragging about exclusives, how Microsoft needs those. But then, as we see,
play.
A few moments later.
A little while later, what changes?
Still.
Who cares if a game's exclusive or not? I don't know why people are so obsessed with this.
Who cares if a game is exclusive or not? After we just seen a whole 1 minute and 14 seconds of this guy saying exclusives matter. Now it's like, who cares? And that's the stance of all these people in the gaming media right now with that PlayStation Showcase. They all are taking that same stance, that who cares about exclusives now, which is just fascinating. Like, really? Y'all do so much shilling and damage control for Sony. It is just ridiculous at this point. It's just laughable that you guys are just so big hypocrites. Sony doesn't show you pretty much any first party games, and you just like, okay, it's fine. It's Sony though. They showed us Spider-Man 2. That's all we need. But if it was Xbox, they need to have all of these exclusive games. But Sony doesn't need to do that. That's just fascinating.
There were 34 games. There were 34 games that, like I said,
I'm with you on that. But
people
here's
are
the
like,
thing.
"Oh, who cares about Marathon if it's going to be on Xbox? Who cares about Assassin's Creed Mirage? Who cares about Alan Wake 2? Who cares about Dragon's Dogma 2?" I don't really care who makes it. I don't understand what this obsession is where the game only matters if it comes from first or second party. And
what? Is this even the same person? This is a complete 180, a complete flip flop. This guy's a flip flopping champion at this point. He needs to have an award for most flip flopping I've seen. A complete 180 stance. Like, geez. Man, these guys are shameless. Like, this is that same person we just listened to for a minute and 14 seconds. His stance has completely changed from that PlayStation Showcase. That's just fascinating. This guy is just zero shame whatsoever. Like, geez.
while I understand people being disappointed in it, I'm sorry, Kaga.
No, I can finish.
No, you're good. We good.
While I understand people being disappointed in that, Sony, and maybe it's just because I'm in the weeds and and I do this professionally, and so I have this stuff going through my head all the time. They are telling you what they're gonna do, and then they do it.
You got a slight
like,
smirk.
you
You
have
know he's
people on
full
the
of
internet
bull
telling you that.
crap. He just know he's full of BS with that statement. How do you go from before saying exclusives matter so much so that because of Microsoft's exclusive output, lack of exclusive output, they shouldn't own Activision Blizzard, to now saying, hey, exclusives just don't matter. Complete hypocrisy. This guy is full of BS and he knows it. That's why he has a smirk on his face while he's saying, because he knows and people gonna react the way they do, because it's like, really? Exclusives just don't matter now? That's just fascinating. The amount of stuff that Sony gets away with is just incredible. But people trying to say he's only talking about third party. So he says, is this Final Fantasy 16? Wow, looks awesome and console exclusive to PlayStation nuts. So once again, he brags about exclusives once again. Now the PlayStation has it. It's a good thing now. It's just fascinating. I heard that and just had to record it. It was unbelievable. Oh, man. Let's see. Funny, he finally says what Xbox fans said for a while now, but of course, for a showcase, first party as a priority always has been. And watch, exclusives will matter and the Xbox has no games will start again in 2025. From those fanboys when Sony all of a sudden has a bunch of games as a service, but games nonetheless. Yeah, I kind of think I get the Sony fanboy mindset of how they push these narratives. You know, when Sony has very little first-party games, that's when you put out the narrative that, hey, exclusives really don't matter. But when Sony has a large amount of games, that's when you say that, hey, Xbox has no games. Exclusives do matter now. The flip-flopping is just wild. It is very wild at this point. Like, it's just ridiculous. The ponies are still in shambles. They're treating Sony like Courage, the cowardly dog. Exactly, it's all nonsense. Now first party doesn't matter because Sony's showcase was a third party station showcase. He's really just a hypocrite. So Starfield, Valve, Fable, and Perfect Dark are all high quality AAA game of the contenders. What happens to the narrative when PlayStation are releasing game service titles? Man, if that's a reality, it's going to be sad on that PlayStation. Like, Xbox is delivering the bangers and Sony's just delivering these games as a service games. That's going to be quite a turn right there. Normal pony logic equals Xbox bad, PlayStation equals damage control narrative change. This was recorded before the showcase. And what the hell? Okay, why does that change the stance that before you said exclusives were all that mattered to, but now the exclusives don't matter? They don't matter now. Like, how does that change anything? So what is this? Before you judge ponies, try walking a mile in their shoes, as they have on clown shoes. Okay. Only on PlayStation, a bunch of clowns. Sony with a clown right in the center. And we have a guy who looks very disheveled in a clown outfit, who's a PlayStation fanboy. Okay. What if I told you you don't buy consoles for the games, but they're a bonus to collect the console themselves? What? Okay. Colin's been a fanboy for years. Blocked him a while ago. Okay, so it says you're trying to put two different things together. Xbox doesn't have good exclusive games regardless of any showcases. Nothing to do with the showcases or shows, just the first party games specifically. Here he's talking about showcases / shows specifically, and they're being third party shown. What? What are you talking about? I don't know. Either way, Sony didn't show any first party games, is what people are talking about, exclusives. So I don't know where you want to phrase it. They didn't show the first party games that people were clamoring about before, but it's just this first party nonsense. Now the first party don't matter, is what we heard out of that whole sentiment. So I don't care which way they want to like phrase it, reword it, try to move the goalpost. First party should matter now, but now they're saying it don't. Is what we take away from this. First clip, he's talking about a platform as a whole. Second clip, he's talking about a showcase y'all are reaching again. But then again, the showcase shows you which games are going to be on the platform. And if you're a PlayStation fan, you're getting very little first-party games this year and in the future. So I don't know why that wouldn't be concerning. So I don't know what these guys keep trying to damage control his talking points, but even that damage control is still not working because still not seeing a lot of first party for the PS5. Flip-flopping, goalpost movement, hypocrisy at its finest. What a complete Muppet moment. Translation: PlayStation has no games. Xbox has games tenfold. I'm hurt inside after the PlayStation showcase. How do I cope? I've got it. Say exclusives don't matter. Biggest white flag waving pole move I've ever seen. Is justice again? Yeah, goalpost is definitely being moved right now. Hilarious. So a lot of people trying to damage control, saying he's not being a hypocrite right here, but it's blatant that this guy's being a hypocrite. But okay, so I'm gonna include it right here. Just funny how exclusives don't matter now. Now that showcase was so terrible, show you just a multi-platform. Now exclusives don't matter. It's just hilarious, but. I'm going to include it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.